What's up, guys? February 26th. It is 07:55 in the morning, and these guys are getting their first water change. Now, I don't just plunge it in so that the water goes in. I put the edge under and then slide so that the water goes in. Alright, so I'm getting ready to start adding water to this tank, and I'm going to be adding quite a bit, at least 15 to 20 gallons. But I don't know if you guys remember, I put this on my Instagram. I made this bucket. See, I put an air hose in, an air line with a hole about the size as the air line, and then I put like the reducer on the tube, so when I fill this up, the pressure will try to push it out of the hole, but I can control the flow, so it can drip all day if I wanted to, and then when it runs out, I just refill. Now I'm just loosening up this to control the flow that I want. Maybe I'll even put an airline on so that the drip is even closer. I'm gonna do that actually. Alright, see, I even put this extra airline on it. Now that's super slow drip. These guys don't even know what's going on. They're just gonna get fresh water and it's all good. Alright, so what am I feeding my fry? This is just some powder fry mix. That's not the container for it. This is just the powder fry mix. I got this from Travis, my Manalo. But I'll show you how much I give these guys. This is my ladle I always use for scooping the fish out. And that's enough. Look, that spreads. These guys will get it. And it's more than what they did have. Alright, it's 12:45. I'm going to add more water. What's up, guys? February 28th, it's time for a water change. And yeah, basic powder. These guys are on the brine shrimp powder now. But I'm gonna do a water change on these guys, same method. I'm gonna scoop out water, put it in there, and then fill it up. These guys aren't big enough yet for a siphon, so I'm gonna do that right now. Everyone looks pretty good so far. You can see some of these guys. Still small, but at least they're moving around. They got bodies. I'm changing out this stuff so that they can get some fresh food from the new stuff in the back. Okay, so I took 15 gallons out, and I'm actually going to clean this wall, this back wall today, and then in 2 days when I do another water change, I'll do this wall. I'm going to scrub it and scrub this one, because they can still eat this stuff, but I'm trying to start clearing it up a little bit because it'll reform eventually. I don't want to smother them either. So I'm going to start the drip method back in, and I'm going to wipe that right down. I'm going to wipe this side down first. Alright, you see, quick wipe. And that is clear. I'm actually going to wipe this one too just because I'm feeling it right now. Bow! McNasty. Alright, these guys just got powdered up. I don't know if you can see it. These guys just got some fresh powder. Got a little water dripping in right now. Alright, it's March 2nd. These guys are doing fine so far. I'm gonna do a water change tomorrow. Alright, it's March 3rd, and I'm getting ready to do a water change. These guys are looking pretty big, but some of this algae, Stringy, is getting caught in their gills, so I'm going to take all the plants out. I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to wipe the back. I'm going to try to wipe the bottom. I'm going to try to do the best I can to clean this out the best I can, and then restart these guys with some fresh water. You see all this long algae? I'm going to wipe it down, and then I'm going to siphon it out with a little siphon, and hopefully these guys are okay. I'm going to wipe it slow. Alright, so I took out about 22 gallons, and these guys look alright. I have to get the rest of this long hair algae out. I got it all the sides wiped. I wiped down the bottom best I could, but I'm going to fill this back up. That way maybe I can get a straw or, you know, like an airline and siphon out the rest of this crud. But right now the fish don't have a whole lot of places to go. If I try to start siphoning it out, I might start sucking out the fry. So I'm going to fill it up a little bit, and then I'll start working that down again. But ultimately, over the next couple days, I'm trying to get this thing pretty squeaky. Alright, it's March 4th, and I'm blowing it. So, all that green algae, it just got too long, and now these guys are choking on it, and they're dying. So I have to go all out, and I just did the water change yesterday. I got to do it again right now. So I have this end up, so I'm forcing all the water down here so that I can scrub out the side. Then I'm going to drop this side down, tip this side up. I'm going to scrub out the sides and bottom, but I got to get the water down this end as much as I can, and I'm going to lower it down more so I can get a good scrub in. Old school, but it has to be done. Alright, so see how this side is all clean now? Now I got to slowly tip this one down so the water doesn't rush. So I got to lower it down, boom, and then I'm going to lift this end up slow too. Alright, so I got this thing as clean as I can for the situation that it's in. This big 75-gallon tank. I'm going to tip it down. I'm going to tip it down. I'm going to tip it down and refill it. And hopefully then it'll be easy to get the rest of that out, and those guys will be a little bit more stoked. Alright, well, I've never been able to successfully keep Ranchu. Today was the day it happened. I started to fill up that bucket, and I forgot and walked away. And I went inside for a little bit, and when I came back out, the tank was 7 inches deeper, and all the Ranchu are dead. Except for a few, but what's the point? Alright, my meltdown is over. These guys look okay, but make no mistake, they are feeling it. They are feeling it. What I did was, I started filling up the bucket, and I was on the telephone, and then I walked away, and when I came back the water was complete. Well, it's actually filled up to the exact level I keep it at, which is weird, but the water is cold and it's not treated. But I'm hoping that that happened for a reason, and all this is going to clear out and the fish are going to just live and be stoked. I tried to put one bubbly filter in here, and I added another air stone to keep things moving. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. These guys might be alright. I don't know yet. These guys look okay, even after the dramatic water change. Overly dramatic water change. These guys look okay. I still gotta get this stuff out of the middle slowly. Still March 4th, and these guys are still alive. Still looking good. I need to give them more food. They're starting to pick at each other.